Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. I'm making a soap called Sweetheart Roses, and Sweetheart Roses are just little petite tiny roses, and they can grow on a bush, several off one stem. They're just really tiny, but they're still fragrant. And the description says a sensual aroma of velvet rose petals, fresh oriental tea leaves, rounded out with base notes of soft musk, sure to set a romantic mood. So I've had an idea of how I want to make the soap, but lately I feel like I haven't been very creative in thinking of color palettes. I just feel like I pick colors and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I don't like that. But I knew I wanted to use this turquoise color, and I decided on Purple Haze to go with it. Originally I had picked 5 colors, and I thought, no, I'm going to just keep it simple. The majority is going to be the turquoise and white and a tiny bit of purple, and then I'm going to just have a little bit of green, which isn't going to go in the soap. It's just for the calyx and the stem and the leaves on the roses. So I'm going to go ahead after I get it poured, and I'm going to pipe some roses and probably put them in the freezer. I'm going to pipe them just on parchment paper with my little nail here and put them in the freezer, and then I will place them on the top when they've firmed up. That's the plan anyway. This fragrance, it says it does accelerate, which I'm okay with because I need to pipe. I hope it doesn't rice or anything. I also wanted to show you guys something very cool that I found. I found this at Walmart, and you can see it was $1. Originally $12.47, and other soap makers could definitely appreciate this. Anyone else, you're probably like, I really don't care. But I was so excited because it comes with 2 of these silicone, get them apart, 2 of these silicone cubes. There's 2 of them, and they have a lid. Each of them have a lid. They're to make like butter with herbs to freeze and stuff for cooking, and they're by Ball is who makes them, and there's 2 in a package, and I got them for $1 for both of them. So I bought a whole bunch of them. I bought all that had actually, and I have a project planned for these. I'm going to do little mini gift sets with so I'll make I'll probably put 4. I've ordered some boxes. I'm hoping they're gonna work. I'll do like 4 total of 4 different soaps, like a little mini a variety gift set. So that's what these are for. But I was so excited to find them, and they have a lid and everything. So check your Walmart, your clearance section. You might be able to find these. But I bought, I think, 6 boxes, which is 12 of these molds. Now, I know I don't need them, but I couldn't pass them up because they are really good quality, and they're really cute for the gift sets I want to do. So, okay, I just wanted to share that, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm not sure how I'm going to pour the soap. I might layer it. We'll see what it does. Someone asked me in the comments, I think it was Miss Paula, asked me, how long it takes me to prepare to do this. And tonight, I'll tell you what, it felt like it took me forever to get everything out to make this soap. All my piping bags, I just felt like I've been dealing with really bad headaches the past couple of days, so I haven't really wanted to do much. So this is the first soap I've made in 4 or 5 days. But hopefully it goes as planned. Okay, I'm going to pour all of my soap off. So I'm going to have turquoise. I just need a little of these. I'm going to do just a little bit of green and a little bit of purple. Let's see. Okay, put there, and then Okay, I'm going to pour just a tiny bit of this off. I got too much. Try to think. Okay, that's good. This is going to be white. We've got green. I don't know if you guys ever notice, I always take, like I'll put some in and then I always have to take just a tiny bit more. I do that with everything. I don't know if it's OCD or what. I do it with like putting the coffee in the coffee pot. I'll do, you know, the scoops and then I have to add a little bit more. I tell my husband it's like a pinch to grow an inch, which is something that my dad used to say when I was little. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get these mixed up. Now let's do the green. So yeah, I always have to put the extra little dab in there, like, I don't know what it is, but it's not even enough to make a difference, probably, the amount that I do, but I just always do it. I guess I'm weird. Bubbles in this one. Okay, let's see what the fragrance does. Hopefully it'll be okay. It smells so nice. It smells like fresh roses. Like if you were to get roses delivered to you and you take a big whiff, that is what it smells like. They're very, it's a very fresh rose. It is not like an old-fashioned yucky rose. It's very, I don't know, it's really pretty. I'm making this in my 10-bar silicone mold, so I'm only going to have 10 bars available. But I just had ordered a couple sample bottles, so I wasn't going to make a huge batch with it. Now I can just go ahead and set this green aside because I'm not going to use it. This is staying surprisingly thin. And I kind of wanted it to thicken up so I could do layers, but and this is another thing that's probably OCD that I do. I have to stand here and let the fragrance drip. And most of the time I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's just habit. See, it keeps dripping out, so I keep thinking, oh, I gotta leave it here so I'll get it all. Anyways, okay, so I'm just letting you guys know how strange I am, I guess, tonight. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pour this layer. Isn't that a pretty color? I love that turquoisey color. Now, I want the white to go on top of it, but I know it's going to probably break through. I'm going to just spray a tiny bit of alcohol on it and see if it helps it set up a little. Now, I don't care if they're perfect layers. You guys know that I don't really stress about that too much. It's relatively, I mean, right now, it's really nice. That's how I like it. I like to pour it, is when it's a little thicker like that. I think most people like it thinner, but I guess it depends on what design you're trying to do. See, I'm so messy. what I've done is I picked the two smallest rose tips that I have. This one is Wilton 102 and this one is Wilton 104. And in this bag, I just put some dry mica in it just to have some kind of variety with that purple. Hopefully it'll have darker edges. So I haven't practiced this and I haven't made these in a really long time. I should have practiced before I turned the camera on, but oh well. Alright, so I want to make, they're called petite roses, or there's another name for them, but basically I wish I had a smaller tip, but I just kind of want to make a little, it's kind of sticking. I don't want them to be too big. That one looks weird, but I don't know. For my first one, I guess it's okay. Okay, let's try again. That's weird too. Okay, this is practicing, I guess. Let's try this one. I'm gonna try to make like an open rose. See what that looks like. You know, you do like a dollop, and then you kind of just build around it. Oh, this tip is much better than that other tip. That's a little better, I guess. I wanted them really small, but for me, I think it's hard to make them small because I just keep going. I'm sorry if you guys are trying to keep it where you can see. I think I need more practice with this. I should have practiced before I turned the camera on. I don't know. Oops. Oh, I put a tiny bit of white in this, so that's kind of coming out now. That's cute. I just want a little one. This tip is definitely bigger, so it's hard to keep them small. Maybe that's what it was. I was turning it the wrong way. It was awkward. So turning it this way. Oh, see, that's better. Okay, so I have to turn that way. So I'm going to do a squiggly and then kind of build it up in the center to make this one a little bigger. I don't really care for that one a whole lot, but kind of wanted to do one like almost like it's laying down. Oops. I'm not gonna do it right now. That one looks terrible. I'm gonna put that back in the bag. That's horrible. That's horrible too. All right. While I'm waiting, because my green is really setting up, I have a writer tip in here, Wilton 5, and I'm gonna, I don't know if you remember the daisy soap, I just kind of made stems and leaves, and I have this on a coupler so that I can put a leaf tip in it when I'm done with the stems. And then I'm still waiting on the flowers to set up, and then I think I'm just going to put them in a row on one side. So I'm just going to kind of do this randomly, and this is really set up quite a bit. It's pretty thick. You can see it's not coming out great. Oh. I mean, these don't have to be perfect. Obviously, they're not going to be. pipe the grass on there now, just because this is getting thick. I hope it comes through these tiny holes. But I just checked on the flowers, and they're getting hard. They're not quite ready. I feel like this is going to look like a huge mess. I didn't plan this very well. I am back to cut Sweetheart Roses, and after I stood and stared at this soap after I made it, thinking this just doesn't look good. I had these teeny tiny little flowers right here that I had piped with leftover soap from the quilt pattern thing I did the other night, so I just went ahead and randomly stuck them in there just to add to it. I think it looked better than it did, but overall, I was not like loving the top of this. So I'm hoping when I cut it that it'll look better. I know some of the little flowers will probably fall off, but it's kind of cool. So you can just see a little of the flowers on the top. So it actually looks better by the slice than it does the whole thing, in my opinion. It smells really good. Obviously not much difference from bar to bar, just some layering. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.